A very good morning, my dear students. I hope everybody is doing great. Let's continue. This is the last slide on the board, what we have discussed already. The last slide on the board. Moment of inertia of some regular bodies. If it is a uniform rod, it is perpendicular to the length of the rod and passing through the end, it is ml square by 3. If perpendicular to the length of the rod and passing through the center, it is ml square by 12. I hope you remember this is what we have derived it. Ml square by 3 and ml square by 12. Ring. For the ring also, we have derived 4 cases, my dear children. 4 cases. Number 1, passing through the center and perpendicular to the plane, mr square. Through any diameter, mr square by 12. Any tangent in the plane, it's a 3 mr square by 2. Any tangent perpendicular to the plane, it's 2 mr square. See? And when we are talking about the ring, you just at the same time study about the cylinder, which is hollow cylinder here. Carefully observe. Hollow cylinder. The general axis of rotation of any body is passing through their center of mass. In case of ring, the axis is passing through the center of mass, it is mr square. In case of hollow cylinder, the axis is passing through center of mass, that is also mr square. Now, about the disk. When the axis of rotation is passing through center of mass perpendicular to the plane, it is mr square by 2. In the same way, solid cylinder case also, it is mr square by 2 only. Next, solid sphere. If an axis of rotation passing through center of mass, this is 2 by 5 mr square. Hollow sphere, it is 2 by 3 mr square. Yeah? Solid sphere, if an axis of rotation is passing through tangent, it's 7 by 5 mr square. It's a 5 by 3 mr square if the axis of rotation is passing through the tangent of hollow sphere. Square plate. This is the square plate already we have discussed. Perpendicular to the plane and axis of rotation is passing through center of mass. It is ml square by 6. And I have shared one PDF also for your better understanding. You just go through that. And my dear students, listen to me once again. And most of the students in +2 as well as in long term who are studying right now, they are also have the confusion what to use these formulas, how to use these formulas, and how to remember these formulas. Whether do we need to remember all the formulas or some formulas are enough? All these kind of questions they are keep on asking. And not only these students. So in my experience, every year, +1 and +2 students who are preparing for the entrance exam, they commonly ask the question is this one. Listen carefully. So whatever is appearing on the screen, and those are the must values you must remember. Number 1. Those are the must and should values you must remember. 99% questions will be asked based on this only. Okay. Now, let's move on to the numericals. And this session, we are going to solve some numericals of different models. And some numericals will be given to you as homework. And by the end of the session, Andre, by today, before the end of this session, you should send me the solutions of all of them. Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3, start. Look at the first question. Yeah? Fine. A solid sphere of mass m and radius r. See, solid sphere. Andre, immediately you should remember the expression of moment of inertia. What's a solid sphere? It's a 2 by 5 mr square. Rotating about the diameter. Yes, this one. A solid cylinder. A solid cylinder. Immediately you should understand the moment of inertia of it mr square by 2. Understand? So in the last slide we have discussed, you can pause the video and go back and you can see that, no issues in that. 2 by 5 mr square by 2. So this is the moment of inertia of a solid sphere, and this is the moment of inertia of a solid cylinder of same mass and same radius. Look at here, this is m and this is r. This is m, this is r. Same mass and same radius. Okay. It's rotating about its geometrical axis. Geometrical axis will always pass through the center of mass, remember. With an angular speed twice that of the sphere. Okay. Angular speed of the solid cylinder is equal to twice the angular speed of the solid sphere. That's what the question given. See here, its angular speed twice that of the sphere. Okay. The question is what? The ratio of kinetic energies of the rotation of the sphere by of the cylinder. Okay. So the question for the kinetic energy, they are talking about the moment of inertia and angular velocities. So generally kinetic energy formula is half mv square, my dear children. In case of rotatory motion, if we write, this kinetic energy will become half into moment of inertia. M is a mass. It will be represented with moment of inertia in rotatory motion. Okay. And V square will be represented with the omega square. So then that's it. So kinetic energy of the sphere divided by kinetic energy of the cylinder, which is equal to I of the sphere divided by I of the cylinder into omega of the sphere divided by omega of the cylinder whole square. Square is also there because look at it, it's omega square. Okay. So idu whole square. That's it. Right? Ega only substitute madodu, it's remain. So what is that? E sphere divided by kinetic energy of the cylinder, which is equal to moment of inertia of the sphere, solid sphere. It's a 2 by 5 mr square divided by moment of inertia of the cylinder. It's 1 mr square by 2, mr square by 2 into omega of the sphere. It's a omega by omega of the cylinder, solid cylinder. What happened? Omega of the solid cylinder is 2 times omega, right? It's a 2 times omega whole square. Okay. And here omega, omega cancel. And now continuation madidre. Idu 2 by 5 mr square into this denominator comes to the numerator. So that will be 2 by mr square into 1 by 4. First, mr square cancel. Fine. And this is 2 2's. And li 2 cancel. And what is left, my dear students? It's a 1 by 5 is left. That's it. So what is the answer? 1 by 5. This is the answer. Kinetic energies of the rotation of the sphere divided by cylinder is 1 by 5. This is our answer. 1 by 5. Okay, ma? Next question. Have a look at the next question. The ratio of radius of gyration when I say the radius of gyration, immediately what you should remember. So radius of gyration is equal to root I by m. Okay. So because I is equal to mk square, the radius of gyration and moment of inertia relation. Okay. Of a circular disc. Circular disc moment of inertia, moment of inertia of the circular disc, which is mr square by 2. Okay, they are not talking about any axis of rotation. Andre, you should consider the axis of rotation is passing through the center of mass. And circular ring, yes, circular ring, a moment of inertia enema. Is it mr square through the basic axis of rotation? Mr square. Each of same mass and radius. Yes, this is m and this is r. This is also m, this is also r. Now, what is the ratio of radius of gyration? Aste. So, the radius of gyration in case of disc ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ root I andre mr square by 2 divided by m cancel, root r square andre r by root 2. So, this is equation number 1. And next one, radius of gyration of the ring. So what is that? Root I is mr square by am. Cancel, root r square andre r. So this is equation number 2. What we need? This is ratios we need. So ratio of radius of gyration of the disc by ring, which is equal to r by root 2 divided by r by 1. So this is the numerator and this is the denominator. R cancel adre, you get 1 by root 2. Okay. So this is the ratio of radius of gyration. As I have told you already in the last classes, nan inform madittu, in recent days, according to the trend of whatever may be the competitive exam you take, the questions they are asking based on radius of gyration. It's not based on moment of inertia. Okay. So only thing, moment of inertia, if you know, then radius of gyration automatically you will be understanding. But one and only thing is that nodri ee expression nimge gottagbeku. Ee expression ellinda sigutta nimge illinda sigutta. Right? Okay, clear? Now we'll move to the next question. A very important question, my dear children. After this homework question also, I'll give you, listen to this question carefully. 3 identical spherical shells. Spherical shell are, look at here. Spherical shell is exactly equal to hollow sphere, my dear students. No confusions. Each of mass m. So its mass m and this mass m and this mass is also m, right? And the radius is r. Okay, the radius is r everywhere. So the consider the axis of rotation is x dash. See, this is the axis of rotation. The beautiful question in this chapter, which is touching the two shells and passing through the diameter of the third shell. So this axis of rotation, see, when we are moving from here, look at here. So this axis of rotation is touching these two shells, and this axis of rotation is passing through diameter of the one more shell. Moment of inertia of the system. Okay, moment of inertia of the system is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, because system contains 3 hollow spheres here. So imagine this is a first and this is second and it is third. Okay. Now we should understand the hollow sphere cases. Hollow sphere cases here 2 by 3 mr square and 5 by 3 mr square. In which case 2 by 3 mr square, my dear student? You just pause the video and write it in WhatsApp. In which case hollow sphere and 2 by 3 mr square will be the moment of inertia. In which case in a hollow sphere, 5 by 3 mr square is the moment of inertia. So my dear students, and do this right now. Just WhatsApp me. In which case, in a hollow sphere, moment of inertia is 2 by 3 mr square. In which case, in a hollow sphere, moment of inertia is 5 by 3 mr square. Just pause the video and do this. Pause the video and do this through WhatsApp. Do it fast. Fine. You know the answer is 2 by 3 mr square we get when the axis of rotation is passing through a diameter. Axis of rotation is passing through the diameter, and 5 by 3 mr square, and the axis is passing through the tangent, my dear students. Axis is passing through the tangent. And how simple this concept, have a look at it. And the first case, moment of inertia of the first body, the axis of rotation is passing through the diameter. So then moment of inertia of the system is equal to I1 is 2 by 3 mr square, wonderful, plus I2 in the second case. So the axis of rotation is passing through the tangent. So Andre, that's 5 by 3 mr square plus. All right. Next, third case, moment of inertia is about the axis of rotation, which is passing through tangent once again in the third case. So that's a 5 by 3 mr square. So now you can take common mr square by 3. So this is 2 plus 5 plus 5. That's a 12. So now what is the answer? So 4 mr square. Okay. So the answer is what? 4 mr square. This is the answer. Now the homework, two homeworks I just wanted to give you. Instead of hollow spheres, you keep the solid spheres. Three homeworks. Instead of hollow spheres, you keep the discs here. Instead of the hollow sphere, you keep the circular ring here, right? So I hope you understand. So if this is the solid sphere, this is the solid sphere, this is the solid sphere, what happened to the moment of inertia of the system? If this is a disk, if this is a disk, if this is the disk, what happened to the moment of inertia of the system? If this is the ring, if the second body is also ring, third body is also ring, what is the moment of inertia of the system? 3 homeworks. Right now you have to do it after finishing the class. Just move on to the next question. The moment of inertia of a uniform circular disk. Immediately you should understand mr square by 2. Moment of inertia of the disk when the axis of rotation passing through the center of mass. So that's what I'm writing here. So this is what? When axis of rotation passing through the center of mass. And perpendicular to the plane. That is important. Understand? Okay. Now, maximum about an axis perpendicular to the disk passing through. Okay. So maximum ellirutte anta. So this is the center of mass point tane. At center of mass andre IA, which is equal to ICM, which is equal to mr square by 2. So imagine a situation. So this is one parallel axis. Okay. So this is the another parallel axis. So I think it's not visible. Okay. Look at here. Here one axis perpendicular to the plane is there. What is the moment of inertia of this? It's number 1. And at point B, carefully see, at point B, imagine the radius is R. So at point B, moment of inertia, if you want, according to parallel axis theorem, so we'll be using parallel axis theorem to solve this question. Parallel axis theorem. IB is equal to ICM plus MR square. So IB is equal to ICM andre MR square by 2 plus MR square. Okay, it's equation number 2. And third case, IC is equal to, that is also, here one parallel axis is there and ICM is another parallel axis. So the distance between them, you can keep small r1. So that is ICM plus m small r square, r1 square. So IC is equal to ICM under mr square by 2 plus m r1 square. It is equation number 3. And at the point D, I can say, so that is mr square by 2 plus m into r2 square. Idu r2 anukolre. So this is equation number 4. In all those 4 equations, which moment of inertia will be different? And it is very clear that the small r is greater than r1 is greater than r2. So now when small capital R is greater than this r1 and r2, and definitely e case alli moment of inertia ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Understand? So moment of inertia in case of B is greater than moment of inertia in case of C is greater than moment of inertia in case of D is greater than the moment of inertia in case of A. So these are very, 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 very important expression. By using parallel axis theorem, we have solved. Let's move on to the next one. A thin rod of length L and mass capital M is bent at its midpoint into 2 halves so that the angle between them is 90 degrees. Wonderful. So this is what the rod we have, my dear children. Imagine this is the rod we have whose length is L and mass is M. So this is the midpoint. So by holding at the midpoint, what happened? This rod is bent in the form of L shape. Yes. So like this, we have bent this rod. Andre, idu L by 2, the mass is M by 2. And this is also L by 2, the mass is M by 2 again. Now, the moment of inertia of the bent rod about an axis passing through the bending point and perpendicular to the plane. So this is the axis of rotation ante. Illi the axis of rotation. Perpendicular to the plane. So imagine the axis of rotation is out of the plane like this. Understand? So like this out of the plane, the axis of rotation. So now this is the first rod anukolri. God, just a minute. So imagine this is the first rod and this is the second rod. So moment of inertia of the system ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ first rod moment of inertia is ml square by 3. I hope you remember. So this is the axis of rotation. Idu axis of rotation andre, it is similar to the situation like there is a rod, at the end of the rod axis of rotation is there. Our case ml square by 3 is the moment of inertia, right? Okay. So plus ml square by 3 because 2 rods are there. For both the rods, axis of rotation lies at the end. For example, axis of rotation lies at the midpoint passing through the center of mass. Enadu? Is it ml square by 12? Yes, of course it's ml square by 12. Okay. Now, so moment of inertia of the system ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ m is m by 2 first case. This is the first rod. This is second rod case. So m by 2 into L square. L square andre L by 2 whole square. So divided by 3 plus idu ange m by 2 into L by 2 whole square divided by 3. So now a moment of inertia of the system ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so it's a m by 2 into L square by 4 into 1 by 3 into 2. Understand? So this plus this both are same, right? So e expression matte e expression same. Hagagi I am writing into 2. Okay. See, it's simple now. E 2 cancel agate. So ml square by 12 is the answer. What is that? Fourth option. ml square by 12 is the option. So e question is finished. And before we go to the homework question, I just wanted to mention one more example numerical here. See how this kind of example numericals will be written. Listen carefully here. There is a simple diagram I'm just going to draw. So this is the simple diagram. Imagine this is the disk here. This is the disk. You know, just a minute. Radius of the disk is r and the mass of the disk is 9. You know the moment of inertia of this, right? So moment of inertia of this case ಏನು, ಇದು disk a moment of inertia ಈ case ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು m 9m. Okay, fine. It's a 9m r square divided by 2. ಇದು moment of inertia ಈ case ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾವ ಕೇಸ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? From the concentric part, andre center must be same. So I'm just removing r by 3 part of the disk whose mass is m. Right? E part is removed. So I2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? m into r andre r by 3 by 2. m r square by 2. Here also m, ಇದು m andre 9m ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ m andre m, r andre r by 3 whole square. So now the moment of inertia of a residual disk, whatever the disk is remained, so the moment of inertia ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ I1 minus I2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Understand? So initial moment of inertia of the disk minus whatever we have removed, that moment of inertia, ಇದು removed. So initial minus removed part is nothing but the final moment of inertia. So this you can do that 9 mr square by 2 minus, what is that? mr square by 18. Yes or no? See, mr square by 9 by 2 andre mr square by 18. And you can do that and send me the answer for this also. Send me the answer for this also. Okay. ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ನೋಡ್ರಿಮ್ಮ. So number one, just pause the video. Anyway, I'm going to share this with you. All right, I'm going to share this with you today. So it is number 1 and number 2, and this is number 3, and this is number 4. Okay. So these are, this is 5. Okay, fifth question is also there. Just a minute. This is number 5. 5 questions. 5 homework questions. If possible, if time is there, you can do it right now and send me. If time is not there, you can send me by evening. Understand? So these are the 5 important things. In next 2 classes, we are going to finish the chapter. So be careful and prepare well. Okay. All the very best and signing off. See you in the next class.